All right, so here we are. Let's go run our tests. We should see the first one pass. I think we'll probably see both of them pass, actually. The only thing I'm thinking is we need to add on some more stuff to our second test, but it should pass now. Let's see. Okay, first one passed. Cool. And when we logged in, we only saw the friend posts. So let's go to this. The first one, let's open up our app spec. So first thing we want to do, I think we're probably not working it. We want to, so we have this text right here. We should make sure it doesn't contain this. Let's make sure that, I think we'll probably actually fail this test after we do it properly. We'll say side.get pre dot should, and here we go, just not dot contain. Like so. So that's our one test, and then we want to make sure our friend list, we're not getting that one friend. So we'll say, let's just duplicate this, grab this. Don't really need this UL. Boom, oops. And you know, I'm going to just take these and move them up here. I think that should see, because I kind of expect this friend list to be correct. I don't expect the posts to be correct. I think we'll probably see a post here. We shouldn't. Let's see. Go here. Did I have? Oh, yeah. I just typed this wrong. So right here, it should contain our test friend, but we'll put here it should then add a string not dot contain. There we go. Let's try that. All right, so you can see we passed this expectation that it should not contain our test non-friend. We see he's not there, or we see they're not there. I think let's look at, let's make sure we're seeing this right. This. No, I didn't want that. Yeah, test. Yeah, that matches. Okay, so that should match. So we don't see our test non-friend in the friends list down here, but we do see their post. So I think this one right here, this one should not be visible. And so we're not doing that yet. So let's go in. We're kind of going to jump around on our markdown file today. So we're working on this one, but I think this really affects this piece right here. So let's take a look at that. So we're going to go to our main.ts. Let's go to our API. So for our content posts, we want to make sure they're authorized in order to get stuff. I think if we go to the router, we really want for get posts and get posts by ID to use our new middleware we had. What did we call that? Attach friends, I think. Let's see if we can import this. Import attach friends from this is at Zach live stream backend friends. There we go. We want to attach friends here. So the idea is we have this middleware already, we've already written, that's going to kind of attach friends to the request context. But now, since we have our friends, we want to make sure for both of these, let's start with get post by ID. This one's not actually being used in our test right now, but let's fix it anyways. We're going to come in and we're going to say first off, our user is equal to the request as any dot user, as this is a Mongo user, right? And then we're going to have const friends equals request as any dot friends, and this is going to come in as a Mongo user array, I believe. Cool. So now we have our user and our friends, and we're going to want to create something from them. We're going to call this the acceptable author IDs, right? So we'll start out with our user in an array, and we'll concat into that our friends, and then we'll take this and we'll map it. So this is now an array of Mongo users, so we'll just say we'll take that user and we'll map it to their ID. Right, so this will give us a list of our acceptable author IDs, and so here in the find one we'll have the ID, but we'll also add I guess we need an and here, so let's do $and. So this will be one, and the other will be, we'll take our acceptable author IDs. Actually, we're going to start with an or here, so $or, and now we'll take our acceptable author IDs and map this ID to say author ID is that ID. I think that's right. I would need to surround this in parentheses. Let's let formatting take that. Doesn't like something about this. Let me do some formatting by myself real quick so I can figure out what's going on. Or map this out. Oh, we just need a close bracket, I think. There we go. So we want to find something where our query now is going to check to make sure the object ID matches and they're in one of these author IDs. So pretty much if the user doesn't have access to it, they won't be able to get it. So yeah. I guess we could probably send a 401 versus a 404 here. I'll just skip that for now. Let's jump into git post. We're going to want to do something very similar here, so I'll just keep things side by side. Let's just grab these. Boom. Boom. Let's import Mongo user. So let me make this a little smaller. Can y'all still see all right? I think y'all can see all right. If that's too small, let me know. There we go. We have our acceptable author IDs, and we're just going to do this thing right here. So we don't care about the actual object ID here. In this previous example, we're providing an ID via the route. This one, we're just saying, give me all the anything that matches. So we can just say, give me anything with an author that is someone I have access to. I'll get rid of this console log for now. Save this. So restart, and we can rerun our tests, and let's see if this fixes stuff. Boom, all greens. That's a great feeling. That's what we do this for.